it's Andrea from WellAndrea, and today I want to talk a little bit about how to finish 2025 with consistency when it comes to movement and exercise. And I think sometimes when we think of consistency, we think we have to stick to whatever we're doing right now, no matter what. But the last 5 weeks of the year are oftentimes very busy. They are unpredictable. And so I think the key to being consistent is to actually be flexible and change things a little bit if we have to. So for myself, I like to do a gym workout 4 to 5 days a week. I split up my weightlifting days different ways. So actually when I'm really busy, it may be 3 days a week, and I may do 3 full body workouts, and then the rest of the time I oftentimes do 2 upper body, 2 lower body. And if I really have a lot of time, I do a split that's a 5-day split where I break up the body parts a different way. So one of the things to make it easier for me and to save some time is to actually reduce the number of gym workouts and do some of those workouts at home. I am lucky that I have a bench and I have all the free weights, all the dumbbells that I need to work my body, so I can just use those. But even if you don't have weights or a wide range of weights, you can always do body weight exercises, push-ups, squats, step-ups, lunges, planks. I mean, there's so many things you can actually do at home to get a good workout. And there are many body weight workouts on YouTube that you can check out and that can give you a great workout. So doing that really saves a lot of time during the week because my gym is pretty close by where I live, but it takes at least half an hour driving there and driving back, probably more most times. Then I also like to take 1 or 2 reformer Pilates classes a week. And again, driving there, getting there a little bit early, setting up and everything, it's probably close to 45 minutes in addition to the 50-minute or 60-minute class that I'm taking. So moving from reformer Pilates classes in a studio to mat Pilates at home will save me a lot of time. And actually the mat Pilates classes are wonderful. They really are so good for my body. And so it's not like I'm going to miss anything, but I will save a lot of time. And then I think if you're in a cold climate right now, I think being really conscious of your movement breaks and of getting up and moving around is more important than ever, right? When it's cold outside and it's nice and cozy inside, it's really easy to sit for many hours on end without getting up and moving around, and that is really not good. So setting that timer, your movement breaks very easily could be your mobility practice. So you could start at the neck, or you can start on the ankle, and you can do 1 joint per movement break. And that way you will do so much good for your body and you will feel so much better. And on really busy days, I have also used my movement breaks to get a workout in. So I may, for example, start by warming up my arms a little bit, and then take 5-minute movement break to do bicep curls, and then My next movement break 30 or 60 minutes later may be a shoulder workout again, always doing a short little warm up and then work it. And then I may do some squats or some lunges or something else. And so you can really actually add up all that time, and you can really get 30, 45, 50 minutes of work done throughout the day by doing this. And it absolutely counts. And I think that's the other thing that I think we have to get let go of when we talk about consistency, because I think sometimes people think that anything less than a 60-minute workout at the gym is not consistency, and it absolutely is. And we can achieve things in different ways. So for example, when I am going to do my home workouts, one thing I will reincorporate into my workout is actually some farmer's carries. I will be very careful because I previously actually did a little bit too much, but I think they are a great thing to do, and I never do them at the gym. So I will actually do that. I will do some farmer carries a couple times a week. Again, being really careful, especially at the beginning, because it's really easy to overdo it if you haven't done them in a while. So, and then cardiovascular. You have to figure out how you're going to do that. If you're not going to the gym, you don't have a treadmill, and you live in a cold climate where you can't go outside and walk, think about how can you get your cardiovascular work in. So, long hallways. I really love staircases. So if you go up and down a couple flights of stairs, you can run up and down, you can do all sorts of things. Great workout. I also like to do some very low-key HIIT workouts. So I will just do something very simple like jumping jacks, jump squats, and heel kicks. And I will do like 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Repeat this until I have about 4 or 5 minutes, take a 1-minute break, and repeat that whole thing 1 or 2 more times. That's 10 to 15 minutes of pretty intense work, but then you're done. And if you do this, a couple times a week, it's really going to improve your cardiovascular health. So I think the key to consistency is to be flexible. It's letting go of perfectionism. It's letting go of these preconceived notions we may have that what a workout looks like, and really realizing that any movement we do throughout the day will add up. And in fact, research shows that the more we move throughout the day, the better it is. So if you break up your workout into 5 or 10 minute chunks and you do it throughout the day, this may be actually better than doing it all at once for 45 or 60 minutes or whatever you're doing. All right, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you keep moving, and I hope we all finish the year feeling as good as we can, and then we'll start 2026 feeling great. Have a great day. Keep moving.